Hey guys, welcome to the Travel Tip Tuesday. This is where I answer your travel tips, have your travel news, and answer any of your guys' questions that you have for me and Kelsey. So for your travel tip, last week we talked about where to go for your trip. This week I want to talk about when to go because there's a couple things that could factor into the price and how much fun you'll have on the trip. So when planning your trip, you really want to decide if you're going during the summer, winter, fall, or spring. And remember, on the southern hemisphere of the world, they're in summer when we are in winter, so it's kind of opposite. So keep that in mind if you're going to places like Australia, New Zealand, or South America. Price is also a huge factor when deciding where to go. For instance, when traveling to Europe in the summer, it's going to be way more expensive than traveling to Europe in the winter. When Kelsey and I planned our Europe trip, we traveled at the end of summer, so it wasn't too expensive, but we still got some warm weather. Now, if you do travel during the summer and you want to see all of Europe during the summer, that's fine, but it's going to be more expensive. There's going to be longer lines because there's going to be a lot more people traveling at that time. And walking around parts of Europe in the summer, it gets super hot. Back when we were in Rome, it got up to about 90, 100 degrees. And remember, you're going to be most likely walking to all of these tourist attractions. So just keep that in mind if you want to travel during the summer. If you want to travel during the winter, keep in mind that it's going to be really cold. The good side is that the lines will be shorter, but some attractions may be closed. So be sure to check in with each place you're going to visit and make sure that they're open during the winter months. Also, if you're traveling during the winter, the airline tickets are going to be cheaper, hotel rates will be cheaper, and Airbnb actually has lower rates during the winter too. So in short, I would recommend traveling during either the fall or the spring. That way it's not too hot, not too cold, and there will generally be less people traveling at that time. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the Q&A, and this is where you guys can ask me and Kelsey any question, whether it's related to traveling or just a question you'd like to ask us. The first question is from Estine. She says, what is the next place you plan to visit? We're actually in the process right now of planning our next destination so we can keep the travel vlogs coming. But we kind of want to get your guys' input, so comment below on where you'd like to see us go next. Right now, the top places we're thinking of is San Francisco or a tour of the town that we live in. Kind of show you a little bit of Southern Oregon and what it has to offer. Alright, so now for your travel news headlines. This has actually been a big debate lately in Congress and the FCC and the Department of Transportation. They're actually looking at doing away with the ban on cell phone use on airplanes, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. The cell phone ban has been in place for over 20 years now, and as many of you think, it's not because the cell phone would interfere with the airplane's communications. The FCC actually said last week that that's not true. We have the technology now so that they don't interfere with each other. The big issue that they're looking at though is people talking in a small area when other people may want their alone time, and you're just in really close quarters, and you might necessarily not want to listen to the person next to you talking and having a full conversation on your entire flight across the country or around the world. So it could be kind of annoying. The flight attendants are against it because they could say it caused fights with passengers. The FCC says they just want to put it up to the airlines. Some airlines have already said that they're going to keep the ban no matter what, even if it is legal. Delta Airlines is one of them. But the FCC voted last week to open it up to a public discussion, and then they will make their final decision. But I want to know what you guys think about that, so comment below and let me know what you think about the whole thing. Should you be allowed to talk on your cell phone or not? Alright guys, so that's it for this Travel Tip Tuesday. Thumbs up if you like the tips, answers, and news headlines. Also, be sure to watch this Friday. Kelsey and her mom go to Vienna, and she says it's beautiful. I'm actually in the middle of editing it right now, and I'm really jealous that I didn't get to go because it looks awesome. So watch out for that, and subscribe if you like our videos.